Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to another episode, another video of Fun Decks Friday. And this has been a pretty popular series where me and my friends would just gather together and we just play a game of Dragon Ball Super card game. We are playing the decks theme, we are playing the decks casual, and we are playing whatever we want. Eventually the goal is not to win, but the goal is to have fun. And that is very important because sometimes when we are just so deep, our heads is so deep into this competitive scene, especially when the regionals are going on, the locals are going on. I hope in real life that more and more events are open, that we forget why we are playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. And sometimes we just need a friendly reminder to say, hey, you know, eventually what is more important is not winning. More importantly is to have a good time together. Alright, so this is what the Fun Decks Friday videos are about, where we are playing themed casual decks just to enjoy ourselves. Thank you, big shout out and thank you to all of you guys who have been in the comment section writing, spending time and effort writing, letting me know how much you have enjoyed the series, because also at the same time it is so difficult to make all these videos. Really, you have to prepare the decks, play test the deck, record it and edit it. Doing this voiceover is just difficult. It's just taking way more time than it needs to be. However, I really enjoy myself doing it also, right? So this is going to be a match between Bastian from Planet Sadala. He is playing the Future Gohan deck. This Future Gohan deck, it's very interesting because it really is telling a story, right? This is the Gohan from the Future Android Saga, where, you know, Trunks and Gohan got really hammered in the future, and Son Gohan magically got his arm, he lost his arm, but I think just for the artwork's sake they put it back. And the whole idea of this deck is playing something that is bigger and bigger with the Trunks, Future Trunks chain. He gets bigger and bigger. He has barrier, he has critical, no, he has barrier, he has, I think, double strike, he has critical and stuff like that. However, take note, very importantly, Future Gohan, it's able to give him critical. In Future Trunks, it's also a blocker. So barrier blocker, very difficult to deal with. The weakness of the deck is that once the chain is being broken, it takes a lot of energy just to evolve on top of it, just to come back from it, alright? And it doesn't draw us a lot, so that is going to be a very big problem too. And I'm playing Launch. And you might be asking the question, and say, hey, Sensor Pup, are you sure? Launch it's meta. However, yes, Launch is meta if you play the green and red version. But I'm not playing the green and red version. I'm playing the fully themed version. Fully to a certain extent, because I think really when it comes to the super combo, I cannot use the normal super combo. Nappa just makes more sense. However, most of the cards are themed. As you can see, it's the almost Earthling version of it. So what this deck does, right, when it comes to Launch, when you have certain cards, you have like a Tenshinhan, when you have Goku, you have Roshi, that if they are being flipped up from your life, you are able to play them for cheap just for 1 energy. And there are certain cards that when you combo with Launch, you get to flip one of your life over. And when you flip one of your life over, that's when Launch doesn't have the awaken mechanics. Launch has the sneezing mechanics. Launch is gonna sneeze and then she's gonna turn blonde, the badass side. And when she sneezes again, when you flip one of the cards up, she turns to her like a non-blonde side. So she's just flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping. You get quite a lot of card draws with this. However, it's extremely difficult to play. It's down to luck sometimes that you want to flip the right card so that you can play the cards. For example, I flipped Tenshinhan over previously, and I am able to use Tenshinhan from 1 energy and play it from a life. Yeah? But it's very dependent on the cards that you flip, that you have in your hands. Some cards that you have, including your Unison, helps you to make sure that you can replace your life with the cards that you want from your hand. So you can put in your Tenshinhan, you can put in this and that, just to make sure that you get the correct one so that when you flip it over, you are able to play them. There are some cards in your hands that are able to flip your life over. So you need two. You need one, for example, like this Unison, this Boma Unison, the cutest Unison in the game right now. Show me a one that's cuter than her, with the costume with the head. And I'm able to take a card from from my hand, put it into my life, and take a card from my life and back into my hand, right? So when I swing, I'm able to flip the cards over. So right now I need to explain the interaction. It is going to be I play Yamcha, the counterplay, because when he used that 2-drop Son Gohan to block, he's able to go to his deck and play a 1-drop Trunks. That is perfect. That is just perfect. Because now I can play Merciless Barrage Yamcha at counterplay timing 2 to destroy everything. Because it's play by skill. If he plays that 1-drop Trunks from his hand, I'm unable to target the Trunks. However, it is play by skill. That means there's a counterplay timing 2, where the battle card it's already on the board, and I'm able to use play a counter timing 2 to destroy both of their cards. So that is good. That is great. It came in at the right time. All right. So back to the topic. Now I use Launch to combo, because Launch is a card that I can actually flip, and that is the card that I already set in my life. So I'm able to play Son Goku, eye for an eye. This is a really good card, because when your opponent activates a counter skill, it deals 1 damage. This is just a plain 20k. You can hardcast it for 3 energy, which I do most of the time. But if I'm able to play it from my life, then I'll just tap 2 and play it from my life. Alright, here we go. So this is the interaction for the deck itself, and you are able to play. You saw that the Son Goku just comes out, and basically that is the deck. And there are some cards that you can play when when Launch becomes the nice version of Launch. You can play it from your hand. You actually don't want to do that most of the time. And then when Launch becomes Blonde again, the badass side, you are able to play another Launch. I think the Bounty Hunter or something like that. The Bounty, the person who escaped from the jail and stuff like that, and you're able to play her. Yeah, it's a very, very fun deck. However, it takes a lot of skills, because you need to know when to do what. You need to know what card to combo at which time. It actually took me a very long time to learn the deck. However, if it's an Earthling decks, I love to play it. Especially, I want to play with that Bulma Unison card. Yep, and the 3-drop Goku is so good. So here we go. The Bulma itself, I don't know why. Why does the game designer does this, right? Because the Bulma is so important in this deck. Before the championship card, there's a championship card Goku that helps you to do whatever you want to make sure that you get to set up your life, right? So you can put a card from your hand to your life, and then you take a card from your life and then you put it into your hand. So you make sure that you flip the right cards over. However, there's a huge problem there. Bulma, before that card comes in, is the only card that can do that. And that Bulma, it's 1k. It's impossible to keep alive. People can swing with something that is 5k on their board, and Bulma will have to take the damage. So you can see I can use it to block, just to block this Unison. Nobody plays with that Unison usually when it comes to that Trunks Unison. However, too bad that he plays it, Bastion plays it, because he's able to do that -3. And the -3 just destroys everything in my board and KOs it in rest mode. So it's so bad. You can see that it took me so much things, and I already have so much luck with my cards in my hands. I'm able to do this, do that, flip this, flip that, able to set everything right, play it, put in that much pressure. But in the end, all he needs is just 1 card and everything is gone. So there's really a lot of drawbacks when it comes to this deck, and I am going to be using Launch, and I'll flip 1 card over, even though I don't have the energy to play anything, right? Because it's not just flipping over, it is, you have to pay the 1 energy. But it is just much better for me to see what cards I have in my life, so that I can take the right cards into my life, so that I can play it. For example, that Bulma is so important. The Bulma is so important because once you tap the 1 energy, you play the Bulma, you get to draw a card. You combo with Bulma, you draw a card because of the leader's ability, and because you combo with Bulma, you flip 1 of the cards over, you draw a card, and sneeze with Launch. Alright? What I really like about the deck, it is so unique. With this sneezing mechanics where you just flip here, flip there, flip here, flip there, but 5 to 10k is just so difficult to defend. At the same time, sometimes you swing, and oh, take note, throughout this whole game, there's one mechanics I kept on forgetting. That when launch swings, he chooses one of the cards, she chooses one of the cards, and gets a minus 5k. I forgot that throughout the whole game. So that's really, really bad. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna be tapping 3 just to play the Son Goku because it's so good. With 3 energy, 20k, whenever your opponent plays a counter attack, counter play, deals 1 damage to them. It doesn't care how many life do you have left, like a lot of cards. Kind of like the balance mechanics in the end, they have to make sure that they have 5 or more lives, 3 or more lives before they can burn, like Dark Broly and stuff like that. But not like that, not like this one. Alright, so here we go. The most wanted. So this is the card. The artwork is just amazing. If you realize that all of my cards for launch, it's fully void. The reason is simple, all right? Because I really love the deck. Like I said, I really enjoy playing it. I've never really won anything ever with this deck. I think once or twice by luck, like top decking my SCR or something like that. Okay. However, I love playing this deck, that's why I kind of fully void it out. But also, the good part about playing decks that are casual and theme is that they're very cheap when you want to foil it out. Because nobody really wants that Tianjin Han, nobody really wants that Roshi, nobody really wants this launch. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. He is going to be playing the 1 energy, and that one you crit alive and you're able to play the 1 drop Trunks, future Trunks from your deck. The good part is he actually plays the other BT6 Future Trunks. That is a really good card because it is a evolved target also for your 3-drop that you can play it with a lot of different cards from your hand. And when the card is played, because it's an older version, you can pick any yellow Saiyans, which the deck it's just full of yellow Saiyans, by the way. And he is able to evolve on top of this, on top of the 3-drop. Alright, so when it comes to this 3-drop, I don't know what it does. I think it has barrier blocker or something important. Yep. But the killer part about this whole deck is the 9-drop. And 9-drop, is it? 8-drop. I think it's the 8-drop. It has barrier, it has deflect, I think it has blocker, yada 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 yada. Impossible to deal with. Impossible to deal with. Alright, the bad part is I am tapped out because I don't think that he could go up though. He doesn't have a lot of cards in his hands, so I also kind of need to finish the game. But I'm pretty confident because I do have 6 life left, and so even if he goes aggro with a bigger hand size, I should be fine. I should be fine. Alright. The problem with the launch deck also, it's the cute but almost useless, very important functionally. I'm not saying useless as in it's not good for the deck. It's extremely good for the deck, but it's impossible to keep it alive. That 4k on the board, that 1k, 1 drop 4k could swing and I'm dead. Alright, so here we go. He is going to be evolving into his final card, which is the 8 drop Trunks. I should have read the card before commenting. Alright, this guy has blocker, barrier, and I think he has double strike? I think double or triple? I don't know. And here we go, and he has Dark Saiyan, which basically just remove everything on my board once again. Oh no. Okay, pretty bad situation over here. I am tapped out. The good part is I have a huge hand size, and then I have a big hand. Huge hand size and quite a lot of life. When you swing with the Gohan, that's the synergy, right? When he swings with the Gohan leader, he is able to give his Trunks, what do you call that? He's able to give his Trunks I think 5k and crit. So now this has become a 35k double strike crit. So it's very difficult to deal with. And I'm down to 3 lives, and he is going to be swinging again for the second time, and I'm not too sure how can I deal with that because there's still this Dark Saiyan, and I took it. Alright, 35k, it's a little bit too much really. And he's going to be activating the effect because when this card is in rest mode, you choose one of your opponent's energy and the battle card, and they cannot be untapped. Okay, here there is a misplay. I caught it actually later on. So Zaborn untaps one of your yellow battle card. That is correct. However, it does not untap it during your turn. It untaps during your opponent's turn. So right here, he actually untaps his yellow battle card, which is Trunks, that double strike 35k. And yeah, but I called it later, alright? So that doesn't untap. However, it is still a 0 plus 5k combo, which is correct. So 35k, and I will combo out of this guy. The reason why I want to take the double strike damage instead of the single, the reason is simple, because I want him to commit his hand size. I knew I'm most probably not gonna die, so I want him to reduce his hand so that when I attack him, he has less cards to combo. However, there is an issue now, so he restands and he goes for another swing when it comes to the Trunks. However, I corrected him and I said, oh, can we check? And he read it, and it just dawned upon me when he swings again that, okay, actually it does not untap. I missed that, and I told him that that does not untap. However, he still has a blocker, because when I attack, he's able to choose one of his future Trunks, untap it, and it gains 6k for the duration of the turn. So he does have one block. I think he is saying that he will not be using the Zaborn if he knew that it would not restand. However, I said that, you know, the game state has passed for quite some time. We cannot reverse. It's too much. It's 2 attacks away, right? So, unfortunately, no. Because then what do? I take back one of my combos, you know? What should we do, right? And I'm going to be tapping 1 to play the Bulma to draw 1. Always a trusted friend. And then when I use her to combo, I draw 1. When she flips one of the cards over, I draw another one. So good, so good. Such a good card. Fully void, because if you're playing casual decks, nobody plays. Usually one of the advantage, you get your cards cheap. So when I attack, he's able to untap the Trunks. And this is the Championship Goku that I can actually replaces the card. And you actually add a card from your hand to your life, then you take a card from your life to your hand. So you won't die because of the effect. Yep. And I was about to combo launch, and I thought, okay, I do have Bulma. And then combo with Bulma, I don't draw a card, I flip a card over, replace it, draws a card, flip it over. I should have do that -5 though. Yeah, so that would actually help. I kept on forgetting that whole -5k. Could have won the game. Do you think? Don't know. Okay, here we go. Now there's this Goku. Alright, he is down to 2 life, and take note, he cannot negate. He has to tank it, but he blocks it. He can block it, but he cannot negate. Once he negates, he takes a life. Okay? So I can do anything much over here. He has just down to 2 life. My launch, I cannot flip it back again. I think I do have 1 combo to draw, or do I already finish it? I think I did. And here we go. I have a dual attack, 25k. Gonna go for it. Take note, he cannot negate. He cannot negate. So I need him to take the damage because my hand size is much bigger than him. I gotta go for it, and once I go for it, I think he has to combo out of this. Here we go, and I think this is a -5, but on battle cards, not on leader. The -5 on the leader would have worked so well, man. Would have worked so well. Unfortunately, he does have the final flash. So I thought that 35k was okay, but he has final flash, so that was impossible. And I don't even have my dual attack anymore. So yeah, he has only 3 cards in the sense, no energy, but I need to scoop because I cannot swing anymore. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this game. It was really fun. It was down to the wire. And yeah, but that's what casual decks are, right? Everybody enjoys themselves, everybody's deck is able to do what their decks are able to do. Eventually, it's not about winning, it's about having a good time together. Hey guys, I hope you take care, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. If you're looking for TCG products, take a look at maniapacks.com. It's this channel's sponsor. Use my discount code for 5% off all your TCG purchases. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. Hope you're okay. See you guys in the next video. Ciao!